Yeah, obviously sad not to have the experience of those players around the squad. Like any team would miss it, but I think the team is in a good place. We've come in, we've hit the ground running in this camp. We've worked hard. Everybody's working hard. Continue to do that for the next couple of weeks, and it's an exciting time before a tournament. You're just sort of getting yourself sorted behind closed doors before you sort of let loose onto the world. It doesn't change my preparation, but I am conscious of it. Like when I turned up, I was really happy to be here. I'm very excited, and I was a bit sad because I missed out on that last time. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of it. I think it's the greatest privilege in football.
How different have your emotions been in the road to this one compared to the one that you missed?
Yeah, I still I started clenching grinding my teeth during that World Cup, and I always base it off that now. Am I stressed or am I in a good place or not? And there's none of that happening. So I'm just excited, and I'm free of that. You know, I've been in great positions, bad positions, and now I'm got the opportunity to play in an England shirt in a major tournament. There's nothing better.
I think those are players with so much experience in England shirts, and we're so grateful for the memories we created together, and we'll of course miss those players.
You see players leave a setup, 2 international retirements, and Millie obviously withdrawing herself. I think first and foremost there's a lot of respect amongst us all for the 2 players that retired. They've given a lot to the shirt and they've left it in a better place. We of course would not have been able to win that Euro without those 2 players, without those 3 players. So I think with that also then being said, we've got to focus on what we have got. There's an amazing wealth of talent that we have within this squad. We've got a lot of energy, a lot of fresh faces, a lot of experienced players. I think myself and Georgia will have to take on the roles that players like Jill, Demi Stokes took on last year, is with having the experience and being able to help lead the squad.
So much competition, obviously 3 great goalkeepers, we all bring slightly different things. It is a big miss without Mary, but I think we're all coping.
Yeah, really positive. Like you said, we are missing a few people there. Obviously Mary being one of them, Millie as well, who bring unbelievable experience, but we have got players here who have also got crucial experience at club level, international level, who've won trophies at domestically and internationally. So
it's a very surreal moment for me. I mean, when I actually played here, I was a goalkeeper and used to get told off for running out on the pitch with the ball, so I'm obviously not what a keeper's meant to do. I was just saying, when I was back in the day when I played, it was all boys and I was the only girl. So be able to see some of the girls today who are playing there is definitely a nice heartwarming moment for me. For me, I just always try to keep my feet on the ground, work hard, and believe you get these opportunities. But we had a great season as a team collectively at Chelsea, winning the treble, and obviously the last time at Wembley was a special day for me and my family, something that I haven't stopped smiling about. I still don't really feel like it happened, if I'm honest. I feel like it was just a bit of a dream, but I think today days like this kind of reminds me why I do what I do, and seeing the young girls and seeing the club that I used to play for just kind of makes it a full circle moment, especially before such a major tournament.
I guess you'd have to ask her that. But I'm assuming, I mean, there's many players who are really good friends of Millie's teammates. Many of us have reached out just to check on her as friends more than just teammates. And Millie knows she's always connected to this team. And the same with any Lioness, past, future and present. Even someone like Jill Scott is connected to this team. We can't get rid of her. But there's even future Lionesses who are still connected to this team. I think that's the great thing, is that we're so open and we have such good connections throughout the team, whether you're here in person or not.
And obviously, speaking of you as an individual, take that news, and how have you digested it since then?
I mean, I think I was the first person she called to tell. I was probably in the know before everyone else, just because we have such a good bond and connection. I think you think of players who know what it means to play for England. I think Mary is one of them right at the top. Her career at England's been absolutely fantastic. Obviously the news was difficult to take as teammates, because we all love Mary, we all wanted to be here. But as a person and as a friend, we all accept her decision. We celebrate her, everything that she's done for this team, both on and off the pitch. And then we just have to look forward. We've got fantastic goalkeepers here. Mary's left a great legacy that means that they're all in a great position, that they're all prepared because they've had such a great mentor in the past number of years to learn from, and hopefully, the goalkeepers that we have now can just, I guess, just live in that energy and just enjoy the fact that they were able to work alongside such a great professional, and then they can just bring that to the team as well. Not just because she's the oldest, but just because of her experience, her attributes as a person. But yeah, I mean, I think we've all spoke to Millie through the week. We're all friends with her and stuff like that. We've just offered her our support, and we just want to make sure that she's okay, both physically and mentally. It's been a long season for everyone, but having spent every day with Millie, I know that she's obviously someone who's quite tough and maybe holds a lot in, so I think it's been quite brave for her to come out and speak, and I think just from a friend perspective, I just want her to be okay, and give her as much time as she needs to feel okay again. That feeling of playing in big finals, exposes you to what it takes to win, and the more players that we have that are used to that winning feeling, the experience going up against the best players in the world, because that's what you do in the Champions League as well, is fantastic for England. I think it's something that I've always said, obviously years and years ago, a long time ago when I first went to Lyon, that was what I want to do. Test myself against the best players, win the Champions League, bring that experience to England. And you see, as years go on, and more players have done it, Alex, Nikita, Izzy Christiansen, Jodie Taylor, Kira, and then now we've got all the Arsenal girls as well. Like, it's just fantastic for us as an England team and as a country to have so many more players who are doing great things and achieving great things.
Chloe Kelly obviously scored the winning goal at the Euros. Sum up what that moment did for the team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was the moment in history, wasn't it? I think the thing that changed women's football in England the most. Obviously it was Chloe's moment, but I think it was so many moments that went up into it. And yeah, it couldn't have happened to a more excitable person. I think we were all so happy for Chloe, and the way she celebrated and things. I think it really represents this team, and just that moment will forever go down in history. And yeah, it's like it's not only iconic, but it's whenever you see Chloe now, it's like that's your first thought. So it's fantastic for her and obviously for us as a team.
At the same time, we're just playing a game again tomorrow. We want to win that game, and also that's a preparation for the Euros. So yeah, short term trying to win that game. A little longer term, a bit longer term is preparation Euros, which of course is the bigger picture.
With the Euros, but could be fit later on. Would you consider taking a player that might not be ready for that first game, but could contribute later on in the tournament?
Yeah, that's of course we already said we're trying to get her fit. Of course, first of all, she's trying to get fit with all the support from Chelsea, with all the support from us, so that she's doing really well, and we're moving forward. And she need to tick some boxes, and when she does, and we can progress. Then that's very good, because we think she can make a difference in the Euros. But she needs to be healthy, she needs to recover from load, and of course she needs to perform at her highest level. And I'm pretty positive that's going to work. For that she is very, very happy, very energetic. And of course going into Arsenal having great performances. And I think she has improved again. So I think in possession but also out of possession. And it's enjoyable to watch her, and she can do different things. And as she came on for us, of course, it was as a finisher.
Thank you. Please could I ask a question about the Ballon d'Or winner, Aitana Bonmati? I'm sure you saw she's been admitted to hospital with viral meningitis. I'm sure you want to wish her well, and also just how much would you like to see such a good player in the tournament if she can get better?
Yeah, first of all, I hope she's all right, and I hope she recovers well, and that she can come back with the team and play. Because everyone wants to see players like Bonmati and other players. So when you go into a tournament, you want the best players from Europe being involved in those tournaments, because that's exciting. That's where people come to watch the best players of Europe. So I hope she'll be involved and she'll get better soon.
Thank you. And Jess, could I ask?
Yes, of course, that's nice. We've had conversations. Of course, I extended my contract until 27 after the World Cup. And we're going into a new tournament now. And I feel very happy here. I'm excited to go into a new tournament, not looking too much ahead, but the contract is until 27. And I've always felt so much support from Mark and the board, and I still feel that way. And it's really nice that he confirms that and empowers that again. Well, I think you get these questions all the time, good and bad, and in good and bad times. And yeah, it's just a reality now of the questions you get. We're just really excited to go into the tournament, and we're convinced that we can do really well. And yes, we all are aware that our group is really, really tough with incredible teams in it. And let's see what it brings us. But we're going to do everything to get out of that group stage and do really well in the tournament again. Oh, well, of course, I'm a little bit older. I have a little more experience in football, but also in life. And you recognize things just really quicker. So like players develop, but I develop too as a human being and as a coach. And every situation is a new situation, and what you want to do is to get the best prepared going into the tournament for the team, but also for myself to be, I always say to the players, be fresh, be ready. That counts for myself too. So that's what I've been working on individually, but also for the team to get the best prepared. Yeah, is it different? Yeah, every tournament feels a bit different going into it. It's always exciting, and right now I'm really excited too. And like tomorrow we have another game, or we have the last game, the send-off game, and then we go to Switzerland. And yeah, I can't wait to get started. Lauren James, we have to manage in minutes. She's doing really well, but of course she hasn't played games yet. But she's in a good place.
Where is she at on that?
Yeah, the chances that she will come from the bench, and we can manage that a bit. And she showed up on the training sessions really well. She could cope with loads and recover from loads, and her performance has been really good. So she's ready. We're just still, what I said, growing into minutes, and this is the first time in a while that she's coming into a game and get through that. And then we take it from there towards the tournament.
Obviously, it's really sad hearing anyone becoming unwell. And like Serena said, I think we all just want her to get better soon and wish her all the best. And then hopefully after recovering, she can get to the tournament and continue to put on the performances that she does.
Thank you, Jess. And
she bring to the squad?
Experience. You just kind of touched on the amount of tournament experience she has. And I think for me, it's the directness. I think we've always had a really direct way of communicating and understanding of where I stand and what my role is. And for me, that's the most important thing that I value, I think, the most. I think that really helps in the openness with the tactics and the belief that she gives in the players. I think that, unless she makes us all believe that we're pretty incredible. And I think everyone has that confidence from her that anyone can step on the pitch and perform.
Has that always been your...
She feels?
I think it's really exciting seeing LJ back. I think for me, she's a good friend, and we all know she's an incredible footballer. But I think the most impressive thing for me is just her. She's come back in like a new player. I think since the injury was a bit of a blessing in disguise in terms of she just looks so fresh, so sharp, and she really impacts the game and the team. And she's a pain to play against. And I think good luck to any of the other players having to play against in the tournament.
Thank you both very much.
I think it's great. We have a little group of us that we have a group chat, the finishers, as you call it, and the positive clicks, we call it, on the bench before the game. We've probably seen we was all clicking and everyone's like, what are they doing? But it was just a positive click, and we said, if one of us come on and score, let's do that as our celebration, one that we came up with on the bench. So, yeah, it's great. I actually don't know. Definitely not me. But I think it might have been Maya. She made the group chat because we wanted some. We get our pictures on an app, and some of us didn't have the pictures of the click celebration, and that's where the group chat come from, to send each other the pictures of the click celebration. But I was saying to Lotta throughout the tournaments that we've been playing in, whether that was the home Euros, Australia, and now here, the group of finishers have been incredible, supporting the team that are playing and being ready for your moment. But the level of training really high in the gym, just grafting. So it's been really nice to see. That's a consistent theme with England, the finishers being ready for their moment and, yeah, taking it when it comes, but also absolutely grafting. For sure. One that we definitely respect as England. Maybe a team that sometimes do go under the radar, but the quality that they've shown consistently in many tournaments is impressive, and they have such talent throughout their whole squad. So it's a game that we're fully preparing for and doing our homework to be at our best on the night, because that's what we need to be.
Thanks.
Message.
We work really hard on the training pitch in the gym. Probably this sometimes goes unnoticed, but it's about sticking together, being at our best for when called upon, and training hard to get the best out in each other, but also the girls that are starting the game, making sure that they're fully prepared, but also making sure that we're prepared to come on the pitch and do a great job. So I think the whole team, we've got a great group of girls. So yeah, it's just enjoying the whole experience as a group.
And earlier this year, time to be waiting for a kick-off.
Oh, I love a nap. I had a 2-hour nap the other day, but yeah, probably not a nap. But I think everyone's very different. Some of the girls like to go on a little stroll and keep busy. I'm a sleeper.
Maybe as well.
I think for me, I just need to be at my best every day in training, as do everyone in the squad. Keep pushing each other to be better every day. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We don't pick the team, but we know we need to be at our best to give our all for the team. I actually didn't see her. I think she was the other side from where my family were, but we've kept in contact over the tournament, and she's an amazing girl. Yeah, just incredible. It was nice to see her out with the girls and supporting the team. No, definitely not. I remember stepping into Arsenal at 12 and thinking and saying to my parents, Leah's going to be England captain one day. She's just an incredible girl and shows great leadership qualities, and so approachable, one that I get on so well with. And yeah, she's just incredible. And I think to captain England at major tournaments is a lot of pressure, but it doesn't show in Leah's personality at all. And she's just so consistent, highs, lows, and everything in between. She's just so consistent and a great England captain.
She was saying she's modelled
fairly regularly.
Yeah, guilty.
How often?
I think it's just a special memory for me, one that I watch quite often. If I ever need a little smile, it's one that I watch, but it's an incredible memory for me and my family. I'm sure my mum sends it to me quite often as well, so it's nice that to have such a special memory at an incredible stadium like Wembley.
And I think after that we created... Of course, we know France is really good, but I think we created our own problems a little bit by playing short passes all the time where they could full press. And we wanted to skip players and get in behind them to receive the ball. But then we were a bit sloppy too. So we lost the balls in those moments too. And that we didn't help ourselves with that. And it was hard for us to get out of that situation. And of course, they scored 2 goals. One when we were sloppy. We could have created a huge chance but they won it and they scored a goal. So that was very unfortunate, and of course we want to do that better. I think second half later on, I think we tried to get in behind, and we didn't create that many chances. But when we get there, we have to shoot on goal then too, get it on target. And I think after we scored the corner, we tried to force a goal, and we were close, but not close enough. And overall, of course, we want to do better. I had a bit too, we had such 3 very good weeks, and we trained really well, but that's never a guarantee that, of course, you win the game. And you also know that France is a proper team too, so you have to do things really well. And we just didn't get it right at those moments, and some moments we did. I think there were parts in the game that we did well, Yes, also moments of scoring that goal, no one expected that to be disallowed. So we had to get out of that better too, because it was a huge surprise that it was disallowed. So those are things we take with us. Turned the ball over, and so we wanted to do that better and not get in the face, not receive the ball right in the face, so they could press that. And and then in midfield, but also up front, they're just gone then.
Yeah, and I just want to ask about the substitutions, because it seemed, certainly obviously later in the game, the likes of Grace Clinton, Michelle Adjaman, when they came on, it seemed to make a difference. I wonder, in hindsight, would you have made those substitutions earlier?
No, because we want to, after halftime, of course, at halftime you speak and you want to do things better and take that opportunity. to do things better. And then we made a tweak with when you bring in Chloe, for example, she's not coming inside that much. And we got the opportunity in the first half too. At moments we did find the overload in our midfield. We just didn't keep the ball good enough. And then you want to take that opportunity also to do that better in the second half. And later on, we thought, okay, then we have to change that and figure out something else to trying to harm them. I'm not sure if it's the disallowed goal. I think what I just tried to express is that when we built, we chose to choose short passes, and that they were aiming for that, and they were really pretty good in midfield. So I think we had to go around. At moments on the right side, we had overloads where we could find that, but then you have to skip players and not playing the short passes. But when you receive them, we have to be tighter on the ball and be quicker to play it out of that press that develops too. So I think we cause a bit our own problems, knowing that when you don't do these things right against France, it's a very good team, so they can harm you.
The one-on-one defending of the team and called it cheap and emotional. Is that kind of an assessment you would agree with tonight?
Cheap and emotional?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't express it like that. I would articulate it different.
How would you articulate it?
Well, of course, I think that it caused, they're very strong and quick. And I think they came at moments in the counter-attack, especially the first half. And sometimes you just have to, you try to slow down their pace, and then you come together and try to be compact and have the backward press, and so to take out the 1v1.
Are you worried?
Yeah, I'm not the referee, but I was upset about it.
Yeah, it was a foul, in your opinion.
I'm not the referee.
No, it's a shame. Secondly, we keep getting these performances from your team. Like we have this inconsistency. When you're good, but when you're bad, and we've kind of assumed that you would put it right at the tournament because that's what England do. So, is it especially concerning that you've delivered a performance like that on the big stage at a tournament when you're normally at your best?
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat the last sentence?
All of it, or just
not all of it. No,
it's quite a long question.
Sorry about that.
That's right. No, don't worry. Is it more worrying that you've delivered a performance like this at a tournament when traditionally, usually, you've been at your best? Yeah.
No, I think I can't really compare all the first games in tournaments. I think what the Nations League already has seen is that every game is competitive. I think playing against France is just totally different than every other start of a tournament, because I think they're a world-class team, and I think we're a very good team too. So yes, we had to be straight away at our very best, and otherwise you would be punished, and that's what happened today. And it's a group stage, but it came on itself, and it's the opening of the tournament, so that makes it hard. At the same time, we do have an opportunity to get it right.
May I ask you, what do you think about the German team at the moment?
Well, I would like to talk about France. We're far away from the quarterfinal at the moment, so let's first talk about this game, and then going to play the Netherlands next Wednesday. And they had a good start, Germany, so that was good for them.